Hi, so this video is going to show you guys how to figure out this background. Now, just to show you a finished copy, you can see that the letters are going to be written up and down. M-E-D-I-N-A, just like this. So what we have to create is this background here. We need to know the size. So we need to know the width, and we need to know the height. Now, seeing as all of your letters, regardless of how many you're using, everybody's letters are 4 inches wide. So the way that we have this set up is that we're going to have a 1/2 inch on the left and a 1/2 inch on the right. So the width of the background should be 4 plus a 1/2 and another 1/2, which is 1. So no matter what, your width is going to be 5. But the height, depending on the size of your name, how many letters, it's going to dictate how long this image is going to be, how tall, the height. So I'm going to have in Google Doc a chart that's going to help you out figuring out the size of your background. So you're going to take the number of letters. That's going to dictate how much space each of the letters is going to take up. So for mine, for example, I have 6 letters. Okay. Then you're going to take answer A and multiply it by 5. This is representing the width, the length, or the height, rather, of each of the 6 letters, and each of the 6 letters are going to be 5 inches tall. So 30 represents the space that just the letters are going to take over. Now, but we also have to account for those 1/2 inch spaces in between. We have to account for these spaces in between each of the letters, which is a 1/2 inch. So to figure that out, we take answer A, which is the number of letters, and we add 1. This represents the number of spaces in between, including the top and the bottom, including, let's drag it up, including this space and this space and the ones in between. It's always going to be 1 more than the number of letters. So these are 6 letters. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's always going to be 1 more. But since these are only going to be a 1/2 inch, we're going to take this measurement and divide it by 2. And you want to use decimals, don't use fractions. It's going to be 3.5. So you're going to be taking this measurement, the 3.5 inches, that's representing the spaces in between the letters, and then you're adding this to it as well, which represents the amount, the inches that you need for the length or the height for just the letters. So it would be answer B plus answer D, 0.5. So there you go. That's the length that you're going to need. And the width of your background is always going to be 5 inches.